Hi everyone, my name is Farooq Oreagba, also known as the King of Steeze, and I'm live on Bella Niger.
ọmọ ilé káyàkáyò èèyàn fún gbàgbálẹ̀ o apẹ́lóde bí ẹni tí ò ní wálé inú ìwálé agogo méjìlá òru òkú kẹsẹ̀ fún ọmọdé àlàfáà gbẹmídé rẹ̀ ó kọ́lé sí mọ̀ṣẹ̀ ó rọ̀ dẹ̀dẹ̀ sí mọ̀gùn ó ní kí jí má sì pé òun o lọ́gẹ̀rẹ̀.
Hello, Mr. Farooq.
Hello,
Thank you for gracing our seat today.
thanks for having me.
Questions to ask you.
Shoot,
And we know you're ready for us.
I'm always ready.
All right, so you were dubbed the King of Steeze at the Ojude-Oba Festival last year.
Yes,
And we know that this was definitely not planned.
definitely
So
not.
tell us about all the feelings that you felt from the moment before the festival down to when the moment of virality happened and you knew you were literally trending everywhere.
Shoot. Okay, this is going to be my 16th year doing this. So last year was my 15th. And I didn't do anything other than the usual. I did nothing different. And to be honest with you, I didn't know. At one stage, my cousin Yemi said to me, "Big bro, they say you have gone viral, you've broken the internet, but I'm on horseback." I didn't know anything. It's only when I got home at night, then I knew there was a problem. And then by the following day, then I knew there was a big problem. And it's taken some getting used to, but I'm grateful it happened. I'm blessed. The whole viral moment is not just about having followers. All of a sudden, you're a known face. You're a public figure. Everything I do is scrutinized, which is not something I've always wanted, but I have to accept. I'm glad it happened, and I'll continue to make the most of it. So I don't know what to expect this year, but I'll give it my best shot.
We really love to see all the moments. So my next question would be that obviously this moment puts a certain spotlight on you.
Yes,
And of course you earned the name King of Steeze.
yes.
How has this experience and also Ojude-Oba 2024, how has it unintentionally shifted your place in Nigerian pop culture?
It's funny. I've never, in terms of dressing, I've never conformed. I can categorically say this, that you will not find another CEO in financial services that wears earrings in his spare time, publicly shows his tattoos, and rides a horse with a cigar. I can tell you there's nobody with all those features. So now, in terms of your original question, I've always been a bit different. I will go as far as saying 10, 12 years ago, I was one of the first public figures who came up with this attitude that I'm going to be wearing Ankara trousers with normal shirts. Because when I came, every weekend, you go to one funeral, they give Ankara, do this. Some of this stuff you don't wear after the day. And I'm buying material 6,000 naira, 8,000 naira, my friend. I'm an Ijebu boy. I don't like wasting money. So I just decided I'd throw the tops away and I started wearing. And I do remember my mother saying, "What kind of dressing is this?" Now, everybody does it. So it's shifted. I'm now a public figure. What I wear, how I dress, how I put stuff together. I know I'm in the public eye, and so be it.
Thank you. In recent times, many have seen Ojude-Oba as a fashion or cultural showcase. But beyond that, I'd like to know what this festival represents to you as an Ijebu man.
First as an Ijebu man, and then as a Yoruba man, and then as a Nigerian. I'm in finance, and a lot of African nations, we have a problem exporting certain skills or assets or resources that we have. For me, it's about being able to embrace what we have, put in the necessary work, and export the finished product. Ojude-Oba is an expression of my culture. I'm a very, very proud Ijebu boy. I come from a pretty well-known Ijebu family. I'm not a member of a Regbe, but I'm a member of the Heritage Group, which is a group almost like a Regbe, but it's not based on age. It's the members are selected by Kabi Aujale, who he believes, people who they can have input in the development of Ijebu as a whole. So I'm part of that, and I've got many esteemed members across various age groups. So what Ojude-Oba does for me is, one, it shines a spotlight on Ijebu people. We're very proud. If you look at the first part of the event where you see the fashion show, some of these guys, the day after Ojude-Oba, they start saving for next year. Not everybody's has got the same amount of disposable cash. But guess what? They save, and the guy who's a mechanic in a Regbe, and the guy who's a minister in the Regbe, they're going to wear the same thing. So what it does is, first of all, it evens out the economic disparity between the members. So on the one hand, as an Ijebu boy, it brings Ijebu together. Ojude-Oba itself is almost like Ijebu Pride Day. We put on our finest. We may not eat, but we'll put on our finest and we will strut with full chest. Right. As a Yoruba, it allows us to portray our culture. Recently, you've seen Lisabi Day in Abeokuta. You had one in Ibadan. You have Oshogbo. All of a sudden, people are getting very, very proud to showcase their culture. From a financial perspective, it also puts pressure on the respective governments. They need to find a way to harness this. Ojude-Oba is now on the World Tourism calendar. We are going to see a large influx of people coming in from abroad. I know that personally. My own child that I beg to come back is like landing. He's like, Dad, I'm riding with you. I'm like, huh? Since when? So all the women that thought my child rode last year, no, that was my nephew. My son is riding this year alongside my nephew. So watch out. So, for me, it's a very proud thing. It showcases our culture, both Ijebu, Yoruba, and to a very large extent, Nigerian. We will get more exposure than ever before this time around. How it works out, we'll see, but we'll give it our best shot.
All right, we look forward to seeing you, your son, and your nephew.
Oh, yes.
This year. Let's talk about historical relevance now.
Yeah.
What role do family lineages, and maybe touching on the Regbe age grade group, what roles do this play in keeping the tradition alive, and how can people join their age groups?
Okay. I will take them in no particular order. I'd said to you, I'm not a member of a Regbe, but to join a Regbe, I think the Regbes are age groups of 2 years. So 1980 to 1982, 83 to 85. Those are already defined. Then you have the male and the female. To join a Regbe, last time I was approached was, well, first of all, you know your age. So you find out what age group, which Regbe corresponds to your age. It's based on, you got to show your lineage. It can be by marriage. It can be by marriage or lineage. It's as simple as that. So that's pretty clear. You can join anytime you want. If you decide you want to be a member of a Regbe, you decide, you check which age group you are, you approach either the secretary or the Giwa, the head of that. You write your letter, apply. They will check out your credentials. Is he the son of who he says he is? Was he born when he says he was born? You pay your dues and you join. You could join a Regbe 2 hours before Ojude-Oba if everything checks out. Once everything's checked out and they said, yes, you qualify, cut your money, you're done. This whole Regbe thing is bringing a lot of Nigerians back. Why is it important? In traditions get handed over from generation to generation, right? So if you don't have the younger generation coming up, it's going to get to a stage where there's nobody to pass down the tradition to, and the tradition fizzles out. So by bringing more pride to what we do, by involving the younger generation, by making them want to be a part of this, is one way of ensuring that the traditions will not die and they will continue to be passed down from generation to generation. I've got 3 kids, 3 sons. My oldest is coming this December. Then he sees what's happening with Ojude-Oba. He's like, Dad, can I come and ride? My son has never ridden a horse in Nigeria before. You couldn't pay him to come to Nigeria. Homie is now taking leave of work. Dad, I'm pulling up, you know. So all of a sudden, people are taking an interest in what we do, the younger generation. And by doing that, what it means is the traditions, hopefully, will not die, they will not fizzle out, they will be continuated. That's the prayer anyway. So.
That's very enlightening. Let's talk about corporate life versus your fashion style.
Yes.
What shifts in corporate culture would you like to see in Nigeria?
Right. I do not believe that what I wear has any bearing on my ability to do my job. Right? Now, image is also very important. I'll never wear earrings to work. Monday to Friday, you will not even see me in the office rolled up sleeves because I am a CEO. My shirt will be long, even on a dress down. Even when we have dress down Fridays, I don't wear short sleeve. As a CEO, I also represent my company. However, on a Friday afternoon or a Saturday, if I decide to wear earrings, now there's a limit. Obviously, I'm not going to be walking around in underwear. There's that. But if I decide I want to be fashionable and I'm going to wear Ankara trousers, a baseball cap, I roll a short sleeve shirt, wear my earrings, that's me. That is Farooq Oreagba. That is not Farooq Oreagba. That is not MD of this. That is not the chairman of this. That is just Farooq Oreagba being himself. So what I'd like to see the Nigerian corporate world do is stop being hypocrites, stop being hypocritical. A man that dresses unconventionally is not only confident in himself, but he's also confident in his ability to do the job because he knows everybody's going to be looking at him. So leave me to dress how I want. Look at what I deliver. Would you like me to wear a pinstripe suit with a rope around my neck, looking the part and not do the job? Or would you like me to dress comfortably in a manner that I can get my creative juices going and do the job you want me to do? That's what I like to see. So I like to see the changes, but will it happen? It's an uphill struggle, but hey, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with a single step. So I've taken that step. I hope some more follow me.
I hope they do. So tell us about Farooq Oreagba, the Global Ambassador of Arts and Culture. How did this come to be?
The ambassadorship was truly it was an award, and it was something that I'm very proud of. Truly an honor. So I've been pushing Nigerian stuff. Somebody noticed, and I've been riding at Ojude-Oba for years, and there's lots of pictures of me every year, and I tell my colleagues, and I tell my friends, come to Ojude-Oba. Some will come, what for? Some come, some don't come. And a lot of my friends have been over the years trying to comprehend what is so important. Why do you keep going to this place? And I'm like, this is my culture. And all of a sudden, one year, I blow up. And so the award, I suppose, is in recognition of all the years, as if to say, I told you so. And I think it was just the way of the National Council of Arts and Culture to say, we see you, well done, we recognize you, I'm very proud of it.
Totally well deserved.
Thank you.
On a lighter note, you set the bar pretty high last year with your look. Should we be expecting something just as bold this year?
I don't know what I'm wearing because I don't see it until the night before. But
I'm coming correct. I'm coming correct. There will be certain things that will stand out on my outfit, which is a bold statement.
there's going to be more horses this year than ever before. I mean, families are coming 20, 30, 50. Last year, my family had 12 horses. That was it. And you see what happens. This year, I know families come with 50 horses. Some families have gone as far as renting riders. I think we need to maintain the old tradition that if you're going to ride with my family, you have to have a connection to my family. The beauty about Ojude-Oba is that it's Ijebus, it's by Ijebus, for Ijebus, to the world. Everybody that's in there is a proud Ijebu man or woman. I would say that it's going to be the biggest ever, but it's worth noting, we have to get it right. Give you an example. We need more hotels. We've been saying this for a while. We're struggling for hotels. I know people who are staying in neighboring towns, but we sold out. So that's an opportunity for Ijebu. We get that right, real estate will start to appreciate. People start to make money. The economy is coming in. The economy comes in, the government gets more in taxes. I give you an example. We need a specific area for commercials. We need to be able to harness this. People come to Jebu, they do this, then they buy stuff when they're leaving. They buy material. They taste our food. You need to have a corporate area where traders and little small businesses can take a shop or a store. They're serving food. Iti kokore. When there's a break, people can go there, buy, like smutcher, all kinds of things. You want to be able to do that. Material, Adire, tie and dye, all those kind of things. Aso-Oke. People, let me buy some of this to take back. So there's a commercial angle, and the more you push the commercial angle, the more potential revenue that can go to the state, which helps its its IGR, and hopefully helps the economy. Listen carefully on the day. It will be, because the people in my procession, they do it justice. But I can tell you this: when they give me that Oriki, God damn it, my head will just swell anyhow. God, it's like, hey, then the spirit start talking to you to try and tell you to do things that you shouldn't be doing. So I have to hold body, say, no, the devil is a liar. Before I go and fall off my horse,
Thank you so much. This has been very interesting.
Is it over?
It's over.
I was just getting warmed up. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. You can catch all the highlights of the Ojude-Oba Festival and my outfit and my surprises, because I'm coming correct, on Bella Niger, at Bella Niger on Sunday and thereafter. Peace.